My precious. Me and chicken friends again. Yes. Oh. Hello. Yes, today it's time to take a look at some retro games on the old 7800 Atari. A CPU-like found in the Commodore 64 and other Atari systems, and a VGA resolution with VGA colors. Great! This game offers a load of games like the classic Centipede. There's also Commando. The game is very similar to the Commodore 64 version. Of course, no 8-bit console can go without asteroids. All the greats are there, including Dig Dug. I think this Donkey Kong version is actually quite a good version. So okay, the sound of the device disappoints a bit, but this Donkey Kong Jr. game really rocks. The game controls marvelously, and it's actually quite easy for me to actually get this level, despite the fact that I haven't played it before on the 7800. I'm not sure whether this device works with sprites or character-based graphics, but there's no flickering like you would find on the 5200 or the 2600 type of games. The Atari 7800 Pro system was brought out in 1984, and in Europe it was actually released in 1987. This late on in the game it really didn't have a future. The vertical resolution in the PAL version is actually quite higher than the NTSC version, going up to a whopping 288. There's only 25 on-screen colors available out of the 265 possibilities, so it's not exactly VGA. Also, the classic Galaga doesn't disappoint. So with this system, Atari tried to address all the faults of the 5200, and it is backwards compatible with the 2600. Only about 100 games were created for the 7800, but the entire library of the 2600 is available to this system. Sadly, the sound chip is the same as found in the 2600, so in the sound department, this system really couldn't compete with the Nintendo or the other 8-bit systems that were out there. Oh, and why there's no flickering? Well, this system can output 100 sprites at once. The analog controller found in the 5200 series was not very accurate. The 7800 features the digital controller again. Now, this game Atari Warriors, I can't get it to work properly. Like many other consoles of the era, this system was actually meant to be upgradable to a full computer in time. But of course, this never happened. Let's take a look at some other games. Part of the success of the 7800 was the fact that it sported a lot of very nice current arcade games, but it also featured games found on the home computer systems. Now, isn't this version of Impossible Mission just exactly the same as the Commodore 64 version? I'm not sure the 2600 could manage this, but the 7800 did also manage digital sound effects.
Welcome.
Joust! Now, this game is a true classic. When trying out all these games today, I found the Joust game to be the most playable today. The gameplay is simple, and yet it has such great amounts of varying action in it that it's one of my favorite games, I guess. Now on a PAL Commodore 64, this Karate Ka game is virtually unplayable. On the 7800, it's actually quite doable. Well, let me rephrase that. Kung Fu Master, released by Data East. I'm really not sure what to think about this game because it's not really a fighting game, is it? It's more some sort of Evil Dead game. Those enemies look like zombies. They do. Oh, the days where Nintendo characters were still to be found on other consoles. Oh well. I'm not good at this game. Never was and never will be. And this is my absolute favorite game of all time, Miss Pac-Man. Found on virtually every 8 and 16-bit system out there. Now this is a very intriguing shoot 'em up. It reminds me very much of Commodore 64 graphics and artworks. What do you think? And next, a game no 8-bit console would be without, especially in the 80s and the 90s. Xenophobe, showing some prime examples of great 8-bit graphics. Well, at least the title screen. What on earth were these game creators thinking about the layout of this screen? It's insane. Oh, but wait, they weren't on Earth! And now for the culmination of the 7800 software library, Xevious. Xevious? How the hell should I know how to pronounce it? I'm not a native speaker. So, is this console worth collecting? Well, yeah, and the game library is quite doable, and the games are very nice. And here is a list of all the games that were released for the 7800. NA means that it was released in North America, EU means that it was also released in the PAL territories.